Oh yeah. Hi.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. My project. I'm here with two of my friends.
Hi.
Alan and Ada. Super
Hi.
cool. Yeah, we're ranking poisons because I kind of wanted to do that.
I'm so excited.
I also, we still need to kind of figure out what are we ranking them on. Are we power scaling them, or are we like?
I'm kind of still up for which one I'd want to die from.
Yeah, honestly.
And then D should be absolutely not.
Yeah.
We're starting with chloroform. You may not initially think of it as like a poison. At least I didn't. I didn't look at chloroform and was like, oh, it's a poison. I was like, oh, chemicals. But it certainly it is a poison. It goes from your lungs to your bloodstream, and then it goes to your head, and it does what chloroform does. So the people that I'm making this thing for will know that chloroform used to be an anesthetic, but it is no longer an anesthetic because it's very hard to measure how much chloroform will kill a person and how much won't. If you use too much, it'll like paralyze your respiratory system or like cause heart dyspnea. It also like irritates your skin. There have been cases before, in the book that I read at least, of people killing others by smothering chloroform over their mouths, and like the skin around their mouths would be, well, irritated. So what do you guys rank it?
Shoot. It doesn't sound yummy. It hurts to eat. Maybe
I think it tastes good. I think it tastes sweet.
It smells sweet, but it makes you feel spicy, and I don't really like sweet and spicy, so I think it's probably not for me.
Yeah, probably not.
Distinctively sweet, pleasant, and slightly sugary taste.
It tastes sugar, but it feels spicy.
I don't think it'd be pleasant.
Spicy.
I think I'm on neutral.
Yeah.
It is sweet.
Okay.
Neutral.
That does intrigue me.
So now we got these ones. These ones are a pair. We're doing this as a pair: carbon monoxide and cyanide. Cyanide. The image for this one is blue powder because someone discovered cyanide while trying to make like this paint color called Prussian blue, something like that. We're aware already, right? That our blood's job is to carry oxygen throughout the body, and that it does that with the little things called hemoglobin.
Yeah.
Hemoglobin, which grabs onto the oxygen and takes it around the body. With carbon monoxide, when someone inhales carbon monoxide, it grabs onto that hemoglobin and it does not leave any room for the oxygen to worm its way in. So you like suffocate from the inside. It's like asphyxiation, I think the term is. I don't know. Cyanide is also similar in which it like suffocates you by ruining your blood, except it targets the mitochondria. What do we know the mitochondria is?
The powerhouse of the cell!
The powerhouse of the cell! Yeah! It beats the hell out of the mitochondria. So your blood can take in the oxygen, but it can't do anything with it. Cyanide is a really unpleasant death. You start getting bloody foam around the mouth. Yeah, it is really not fun. Cyanide can be found in many different kinds of fruit seeds. Like apple seeds, cherry pits, those contain cyanide. We know carbon monoxide, and then carbon monoxide is explosive, and it's produced when fuel undergoes incomplete combustion, which is when there isn't enough oxygen in the air to allow the fuel to like react to oxygen the way that it should.
So it goes boom booms?
Yeah, pretty much if you light it. So where do we place cyanide and carbon monoxide?
Cyanide don't taste good, and it does bad things.
I
don't think it would be very yummy.
Absolutely
I don't know.
Not.
Considering these two compared, I almost want to put chloroform higher now.
What about the monoxide?
Oh, we're doing something. We're going to join.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, hi Noah.
All of this voice.
Big Chungus. Noah, are you gonna be August?
I am no William Leibel. I live in
Let me introduce you, then you can dox
that would be
yourself.
fun if I did that. That would be funny.
Okay, guys.
I get a good.
God.
Noah,
Don't
be
do
something
that.
that is not horrible.
Noah, I am okay.
Thank
Noah,
you.
I am presenting this to my human anatomy class.
I'm sure they would love it.
We are now freshly joined by the one and only No William Libel.
Hello.
I'll also
He's
be
here.
releasing his address with this video.
I am no William Libel. I live up 37th, not 32nd.
So Noah, what we're doing?
I don't remember. Actually, I
no,
remember, but I'm not.
No, what we're doing, Noah. We're ranking which poisons we would be finest with dying to, I guess.
Carbon monoxide is probably not because it's like pop rock.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if carbon monoxide, if you notice it much, or if you just kind of get like, you just
kind of die.
You just kind of get sleepy, I guess. But
Oh, it doesn't do any. Wait.
okay.
Yummer.
Now we have arsenic. Oh, arsenic and mercury, because they're both
baby.
metals. A lot of metals are poisonous, you guys will find. It's a little funny. So arsenic has been commonly used before to poison people and play it off as like some sort of illness. In fact, it was known as like inheritance powder because people would poison their relatives bit by bit over time, so they would die and it looked like a natural death and they receive inheritance without it, being known that they poisoned them. You can't poison someone with like a bunch of arsenic anyways because it tastes metallic. Like there was a story I read where someone like tried to smear arsenic powder over like a pear or something for for someone else to eat, and they did not because that tastes gross. That tastes like metal. I think you need to have a decent enough amount for you to die.
Wouldn't you be better off just crushing up apple seeds at that point?
Yeah. Arsenic may also cause cancer. The way it kills you is it like disrupts the processes of your cells and stuff like that.
Ew.
Your body mistakes arsenic for phosphorus and tries to do with it as your body would regularly do, which doesn't work because arsenic is not phosphorus.
I didn't know that.
And then there's
Oh,
mercury.
weird.
Mercury.
Really now?
There are three
My
kinds
favorite.
of mercury. There's elemental, inorganic, and organic. Elemental mercury is just you inhale it, then you die. Inorganic, you eat it, then you die. Organic, you touch it or eat it, you die. The way the mercury works is it binds to your proteins and enzymes, which also disrupts your cells. I don't know, maybe this is also cancer causing.
My
Feels like a
protein.
thing with
Yeah,
metal.
yeah.
Thing with
A lot of
metal,
people,
man.
I think the organic kind, a lot of people get mercury poisoning from the organic kind because, like, fish in the sea or whatever, fish in the water will eat stuff, will, like, have mercury in them for some reason. Seafood, it sometimes contains mercury in it. Mercury is also, like, found in thermometers and some light bulbs.
Mercury like attaches to your. Oh my gosh, that's metal. That's metal.
I think arsenic should be in probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine, but it's like not yummy.
It's not yummy. but
Yeah,
it's not
it screws up your digestive system, and also, it also makes your breath garlicky.
Why would it do that to my breath? I don't want to have a stinky breath.
Fair point.
I think you have bigger problems.
Yeah, they're bigger mercury and
Why would you
mercury
do that?
poisoned fish to fry here.
True.
Also, if mercury is in fish, I think fish are yummy.
Yeah, I mean,
Mercury
that's
is.
what I'm saying. I mean, it's
Trust me.
yummy.
I think mercury is really, really yummy. I mean, it's like pretty much a liquid. Can you imagine how good liquid metal must taste to drink? Like,
I don't
that would
know.
be
I just
No.
like seeing the images
No.
of people like fondling the metal puddles.
I love the taste of metal. I think I would fall for a mercury trap.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mercury
that.
makes you really shaky and it screws up your coordination.
I'm like that anyways.
And also like mood shifts. Okay. Yeah, we go in
I'm
neutral.
like that anyways. It doesn't do anything. It
Yeah.
just kind of kills me.
Yummy. Geeking off the mercury.
Yeah.
Geeked off that
Yeah.
merc.
Okay. We
I
also
wanted that in the video.
yeah, we're sipping the merc. Radium. Ooh.
Whoa.
You guys will never guess what this one's deal is, judging by the name. Okay, but it does have a bit of like a sad story behind it, like how it was discovered to be poisonous. People did not think it was poisonous before. They thought it was like liquid with radium in it. People thought it was like a miracle liquid. People sold radium baths in spas and like radium water, radiant water in a bottle. And like radium was also used in painting because it glowed in the dark. People would paint watches with radium, so soldiers in the military could see their watches when it's dark out without flashing the entire area in light. People also saw this glow-in-the-dark nature as a sort of like fashion thing, because they would paint their hair and teeth to make them glow in the dark. In the factories where those watches were painted and produced, there were plenty of women work there. And since they'd be painting, fine little numbers on watches, they'd sharpen the tips of the paintbrushes with their mouths, and they'd ingest radium, and they gradually got sicker and sicker. And radium,
wasn't there a thing where they could see their bones?
I think so. Yeah, radium is, as I'm sure you guys know, radioactive. When something is radioactive, it gradually erodes itself by shooting out bits and pieces of itself out into the world, I believe. Radium is, I believe, chemically, it's identified by your body as calcium, I think. So it gets absorbed into the bones, and then it erodes those bones from within. So the women working those factories, later dubbed the radium girls, were getting microscopic holes in their bones. So their jaws and hips would fracture and break apart. And they tried suing the factory they worked in, and by the time they got any compensation, which was barely anything, most of those girls were dead.
Oh, Jesus.
It was like Mad Hatter style, like, how people back in the day.
Okay, it makes my bones glow.
We're not! Making your bones glow is not, that doesn't make it better.
It had to have been a little tasty for people to have it that involved in all their lives.
Oh my god!
Like if you were drinking radium water and using radium toothpaste and going to radium bed and going to radium dreams, surely it was a little good and yummy.
Coming home to the radium wife.
Okay, this depends.
I would say, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. If my radium wife is happy, then it's yummy. But I don't know if my radium wife is happy.
And your radium wife is happy.
Let's go on. Wood, and by wood I mean alcohol, like wood alcohol, but most specifically just alcohol. We're counting alcohol as poison. It's kind of like how dolphins bully pufferfish to get high. It's poison we use it on ourselves for fun. Ethanol,
poison.
Yeah, within alcohol, ethanol is the main thing that makes it alcoholic. It goes through your blood into your brain, and it slows down all the mental processes, so you feel funny. A little bit of moderation is pretty much considered to be fine, but chronic drinking or having too much at once will, of course, negatively impact almost every part of your body. Like your liver, as a lot of us know, because your liver tries to filter the ethanol and breaks it down into smaller components that are not great for you. But other than that, it's, just do it responsibly. Alcohol can get worse, though, and it was worse. Plenty of years ago, maybe not too many years ago, it was from 1920 to 1933, there was the U.S. Prohibition, which during that time, alcohol production, buying, selling, porting, whatever, drinking, was all illegal. So people got desperate. They would drink even if it was dangerous. And they'd try to find any means of drinking alcohol. So they drank methanol, which is different from ethanol. Methanol, also known as wood alcohol, gets broken down by your liver into even worse and more toxic compounds than ethanol does. People that drank methanol would often die or get blinded. There was a sort of like medicine, I guess, people would use to like help their stomachs. People drank that because, it's alcohol. It was called Jamaica ginger, nicknamed Jake. It would cause severe nerve damage to the people who drank it, to the point to where they had a very distinctive walk. People usually walk like heel-toe. A lot of people walk heel-toe, but because their foot was paralyzed, so they couldn't raise their foot when they were walking, so they walked toe-heel. It was called Jake leg or ginger foot. It was a very distinctive way of walking. And
I think alcohol tastes gross. I think alcohol tastes gross.
It does.
Like, I could understand someone going like, oh, I don't really know what mercury or radium is. Maybe it'll be yummy. But everyone knows what alcohol is. If you you have to be prone to addiction to take this stuff. I would say neutral.
Yeah.
Because, you sort of have to be like, yeah, I'm okay with alcohol. Wood alcohol doesn't sound that much worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, just if you're already an alcoholic, wood alcohol would probably not seem as bad of an idea. But, it's still terrible.
Hi, Gus.
Oh.
Look at my son. Look at my son.
Oh, kitty. Meow.
Aw.
Meow. Yeah, that's sure that works. Okay, right, we're going back. Back on for Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu.
To get Mercury
Back
on
into-
the menu.
Yeah, sure.
Please, off of this screen.
now we got this. You want to know why there's rats? I'm gonna place it here so people can see it.
Rat.
You want to know why it's rats? This is This is to represent thallium. Thallium used to be used often as like rat killer and other kinds of pesticides. It's very unpleasant. Thallium is another poisonous metal, like mercury and arsenic. Thallium gives you really bad gastrointestinal issues. It also makes your hair fall out. It causes painful stocking and glove neuropathy. Stocking and glove, what it means is that, like, the furthest reaches of your limbs, like your fingertips and your toes, there's like a tingling and burning, and it steadily spreads up the limb, like a stocking or a glove. Thallium is also chemically similar to potassium, so it gets brought into your cells through. So like a lot of this is like they're copying other things, and the body's like, oh yay, we got more of this, and then they use it improperly, and it sucks. Yeah, thallium it gets brought into your cells through some of the pumps inside of your body, and then it wrecks those very pumps, and it degrades the little myelin sheaths of your neural tissue cells.
It's like the anatomical version of pouring bacon grease down the sink.
Yeah? Overall, it just does a lot to screw you over, and it used to be very common ingredients. It used to be a very common ingredient in rat and ant poisons. We also have another metal.
It was used as a poison before. I think thallium should go. Probably not.
Yeah, and then the last one that I have, unless we want to add bonus ones, is silver. There are worse ways. I don't know if you can die super easily to silver. It's a little less scary than it's still pretty bad, but it's a little less scary than thallium. Being poisoned by silver is when compounds of it just build up more and more in your body. People who work in silver manufacturing or ingest silver for whatever reason are at risk for this. But it's pretty greatly uncommon. Silver, though, makes your skin a bluish gray, which is a condition called argyria, I think. It also has other symptoms, of course, but the blue skin's the most striking, which is why we have Mr. Bobinski here.
Free Blue Man Group invitation, straight to Yummy Yummy.
Free Blue Man Group.
Okay.
We're pouring silver on everyone here.
You're so hot.
Yeah,
Marry
I'd
me.
love to be cast in silver and then get silver poisoning and turn blue.
Okay, you guys.
Are you?
Here, why don't I add like some extra? I feel like this was a little shorter than I thought it would be.
I think the second we added Red 40, we were getting off track.
No, pufferish.
I guess.
So,
You got a red
I
form.
think pufferfish poisoning,
Okay.
it's the only way to get the Wolfmine virus nowadays.
Where do
Yeah.
we place our red 40? Where do we place cancer?
You spit on the floor and there's a little bit of mercury there. They're sort of problematic.
Yeah, but some of them
Pretty
some
up
of them
there.
have
People
aura.
think it's cool. The poison of the
Homestuck.
Yummy Yummy is poison of soul. Poison of soul. Poison of soul. I should have made an outline. Poison. Poison your soul.
The poison of the soul.